Hey man cavers, this is Patrick with another video about UFOs and aliens. Here we go.
Aliens are one of the most talked about topics in the space industry. The mere mention of extraterrestrial life generates ample amount of interest from space fanatics. You must have heard a lot of chatter about aliens living among us. Some would even go as far as to claim that tech billionaire Elon Musk is an alien. But these are just theories. Apart from a few photos of UFOs released by the
Elon
Pentagon,
again.
we don't actually have any solid proof. That is about to change. It's one thing reading about these theories on blogs and websites, but it's a whole another thing when the head of NASA confirms that extraterrestrials are out there. In a recent press conference, when Mr. Nelson was asked if aliens exist,
1 minute, one person says aliens are real, and then the next minute they don't. So I don't know what's going on with that. But they have to get some continuity there.
he answered, "The short answer is, yes." But the longer answer is, how big the universe actually is. He mentioned that NASA telescopes, that are 1,000,000 miles from Earth, are collecting infrared spectrum light, from 13.5 billion years ago. These rays traveled at roughly 300 million meters per second, or 186,000 miles per second. We know that the universe was created roughly 13.8 billion years ago, and it contains millions if not billions, of stars and suns. We also know that there are billions of galaxies out there. Is it possible that in such a vast cosmos, conditions similar to those on Earth might have arisen? Of course it is possible, and it would be very naive of us to believe otherwise. That's where our highly advanced space telescopes come in. One of the main things that we will be using these telescopes is to identify.
Let me ask y'all a question. How many of you think that NASA really does know what's going on? Put that down in the comments. If you think that if you have an idea what NASA thinks, put it in the comments for me, please.
Identify a bunch of exoplanets that are already revolving around other suns. Mr. Nelson added that NASA will be able to have a closer look at these planets using the new James Webb Telescope, which was launched in December, and identify the chemical composition of their atmosphere, as well as determine if they can have a positively habitable environment. James Webb is the most powerful space telescope ever launched into space, bringing with it greatly increased infrared resolution and sensitivity. It is regarded as the spiritual successor to the Hubble Observatory. This means that the telescope will be able to observe things that are too far away, dim, or old for Hubble to detect, such as the universe's first stars and galaxies.
How nerve-wracking was that when they were launching that telescope? Boy, I could not breathe for a minute. There were over 400 mechanical movements that had to take place just to get it open. Gee whiz.
This is just the beginning of our journey to solve the mysteries of the vast cosmos, and it's going to be a long one. And now, with the JWST on schedule to release its first color photos and spectroscopic data on the 12th of July, it's safe to say that us space fans have a promising future ahead of us. What do you guys think? Drop in your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to Lab 360 for all the news and videos from the world of astronomy.
Aliens, UFOs and life in outer space. These are some topics that will be ever ambiguous, and the answers to them would only be found once we come in contact with extraterrestrial life. But when will that happen? For years, conspiracy theories about UFO sightings around the world have surfaced only to be debunked by experts later. Some also believe that the United States is in contact with aliens, and that's why the highly classified Area 51 remains inaccessible to the common people. But again, these are just assumptions. There is no concrete proof of extraterrestrial life, and for now, it looks like we are alone in this vast universe, traveling in the ever-marching wagon of space-time. But things are going to change drastically. Years of research have unlocked many mysteries of the universe, but the question whether aliens exist remains unanswered. However,
Who
a
will
former
have that
chief
answer?
scientist from NASA believes that we will soon have a close encounter with aliens. Yes, you
It's up
heard
to
that
the
right.
government.
Jim Green, who
It's up to the government to disclose it.
Retired as NASA's chief scientist in January this year, told BBC, "Many of them are in places much like the Earth where we can receive the light from the sun, and we can have water. And not only in liquid form, frozen form and vapor form. These are important conditions we believe for life." He added that they were making enormous progress, and the 40 years that he was in the space industry, they understood a lot of things they earlier couldn't. He also said that the James Webb Space Telescope would be able to help them analyze atmospheres of currently unreachable planets, and NASA would be able to tease us with some images of such planets. Jim called this a huge step forward and that we could see some astounding discoveries in the next handful of years. He also said that the telescope could help them compare the atmosphere of remote planets to the ones they already know about. "We are going to be comparing these atmospheres to the ones we know. Are they more Venus-like? Are they more Mars-like? Are they more Earth-like?" he said. These studies could be the key to answering the question, are we all alone in the vastness of this universe? It
Don't worry, folks, we're not. Those that know the truth know what's up there.
will be interesting to know what such studies reveal. They could also confirm if any of the UFO sightings in the past were real. Well, we cannot wait. All the best, Webb. Humanity is waiting with bated breath for your upcoming discoveries. Right, guys? What will be your reaction if and when we find out that we are not alone? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Lab 360, because we bring you all the latest news and videos from the world of astronomy.
This Labs 360 is a good channel, and I'd ask each one of you to go there and subscribe to it if you ever have the chance.
According to statistics, humans are most likely not alone in the universe. Fermi's paradox can help us think about this possibility. Alien civilizations may have altered and become interplanetary, given the abundance of stars expected to have planets like Earth, where liquid water, life, and a moderate atmosphere support life. Aliens may find traveling to other universes as simple as going from home to the nearest McDonald's. If this is the case, we may
How
not
cool
need
would
to
that be?
colonize faraway worlds in order to meet them. They might make an attempt to contact us. It's both terrifying and intriguing to consider, but how will aliens communicate with humanity? What would be the most effective manner for a technologically advanced alien civilization to announce its arrival throughout the galaxy? It could be to make its star system's planets dance in a mathematical sequence. Many searches for intelligent life have been carried out thus far, such as probing for radio signals or megastructures around stars, but the results have been vague and have natural explanations. That's why a scientist from France has proposed that we hunt for planets orbiting in precise patterns that could only have evolved purposefully. Their hypothesis is that a highly evolved civilization could alter the orbits of planets in its solar system to serve as a beacon of its presence to an observer from the outside. The gravitational pull of asteroids might be used to slowly move planets into new places over thousands of years, causing them to have full orbits, relative to one another, in a specific fixed ratio, or resonance. Natural gravitational interactions produce such resonances. For example, Jupiter's moon Io completes
We have such a good grasp on the technicalities of space, but and the things we want to achieve, we just can't yet.
Jupiter orbits for every 2
But they're getting closer.
Europa orbits and 1 Ganymede orbit, forming a 2-to-1 resonance chain. Similar patterns have been observed in other star systems, although those in which the ratios of each body differ, rather than creating chains, have never been observed. As a result, the researchers believe aliens may organize their planets in sequences that are unlikely to occur naturally, such as a prime number series, or the Fibonacci sequence. The researchers calculated that these orbits may persist for 20 billion years before losing resonance, even surviving the demise of their host star. The concept is similar to colossal structures on Earth, such as ancient Egypt's tallest pyramids, which were built to last beyond the lifetime of a civilization. Similarly, this beacon has the potential to outlast its creators. Even if we did uncover such a sequence, it wouldn't prove intelligent life, and it's possible that the civilization behind it has long since vanished. But the relics of it might still be found. What do you guys think?
Head over to Lab 360 as I
Welcome.
asked, guys, and I want to thank you for joining me in the video. And I ask you to leave a comment if you liked it, or just leave a like. And if you feel inclined, a subscription would be much appreciated. Have a great day.